Bugly the Ugly Reindeer, The Untold Story by Nathan Johnson. Bugly and Rudolph were twins. As young reindeer, they would play and prance around together in the snow. Every Christmas Eve, they would pretend to be part of Santa's sleigh, leading it together from the front. Bugly and Rudolph were best friends. But Rudolph could run faster, was more charming, and grew a little taller than Bugly. Rudolph, as everyone knows, also had a shiny red nose, which guided Santa's sleigh one foggy Christmas Eve. Because Rudolph saved Christmas, songs were sung, books were written, and Rudolph went down in history. Knowing that his brother was a famous reindeer always made Bugly feel a bit sad and lonely. However, one day, Santa finally gave Bugly an opportunity to lead his sleigh. Bugly felt so proud to finally be given this moment. Tied up at the front of the team of reindeer, Bugly pulled as hard and fast as he could. But unfortunately, Bugly quickly ran Santa's sleigh right into a tree. Sadly, Bugly was hurt from the tree's sharp branches and bark. Santa's elves quickly went to work to repair Santa's sleigh in time for him to continue on delivering toys to all the good girls and boys. Bugly was left behind, too injured to continue on. After the medic elves spent several hours cleaning and stitching Bugly's cuts and scrapes, his wounds finally turned to scars. When Bugly first glanced into the mirror, several months later, he looked more like a goat than a reindeer. All the other reindeer would laugh and call him Bugly the Ugly Reindeer. This again made Bugly feel sad and lonely, but also very mad. So mad that he promised he would never be a part of Santa's reindeer team ever again. One Christmas Eve, Santa left the North Pole with all of the reindeer to deliver the billions of toys to all the good girls and boys. Bugly stayed behind in Santa's stable, feeling very sorry for himself. Just before he fell asleep for the night, an elf walked into the stable with a large shovel in her hand. The elf's job was to clean the stable before Santa and the reindeer returned. Bugly asked the elf why she wasn't with all the other elves, having a party to celebrate another successful toy-making season. The elf told Bugly that she wasn't like the other elves. Her ears were too big. She was a little small, even for an elf, and her nose was very crooked. The elf further explained that she wasn't very good at making toys, and so she often volunteered to do other jobs, like cleaning the stable. Bugly realized that he and the elf were a lot alike. Suddenly, he felt very strong and capable, a feeling that he hadn't felt since he was a young reindeer. Bugly explained to the elf that in order to be a good toy maker, she needed to be confident and trust that she can make toys just as well as any other elf. Bugly also told the elf that beauty wasn't only about how someone looked on the outside, but also how someone looked on the inside. Both elves and reindeer could be beautiful by being kind, loving, and helpful to others. The elf, feeling very confident about herself, smiled big and left the stable to join the other elves in celebration. Bugly had never felt so good in his life. Even though he didn't have a shiny red nose, his heart shined bright and red. He realized that by helping the elf, he had also helped himself to finally be the reindeer that he had always dreamt of becoming. Next Christmas Eve, Bugly proudly joined Santa's reindeer team alongside his brother Rudolph, leading it together from the front, making Santa's sleigh even faster and stronger than it had ever been. The end.